Good morning. Today is April the 24th. We've had lots, well, not lots. Lots is a big exaggeration, but we've had a couple of days with scattered showers. So it's brought the slugs, but it's also brought the weeds. So today is mainly going to be a couple of hours weeding. General maintenance when I go up there. It's major tidy city today. There's weeds growing in the paths and the onions are swamped by weeds. The parsnips do look like they're starting to come, but I need to wait till they're a bit bigger. The beetroot's the same. The spinach is again getting swamped by weeds. So I'm going to have a right good session up there today. Couple of hours just weeding. I probably won't film it. I'll just film the bits that I do. But I will do a bit of a tour after I've done some weeding. To get one of those twirly, like windmilly things. When you're watering, the slugs come. It's called all. I am back. The main job today is weeds. I've just give everything a little water just to make it easier to get the weeds out. But I'm going to photograph or video when I've had a bit of a session at it. What have I bought? So I bought with me the poppy and the walnut and the tomatoes from Tesco. Plum tomatoes that we set from Tesco. But we don't know what they're going to turn out to look like. So we're just going to compost most of those, to be fair. But we'll keep a handful, see what they produce. Did put those tomatoes in yesterday. Look like they've done all right. These have been hardened off. So it's mainly weeding really. What I did do is put in the cucumber. I think it's a mini muncher, that one. It's a small one. Haven't tied it because I'll wait for it to perk up because the melon looks like it's done all right. That's that passion flower that I said to you might have a bit of root on, look. So that's taken. So I'm just going to prick out these swede. That's a bit dry as well. Give that a bit more water. So yeah, weeding. So that's what we've done. We've tidied that up. Doesn't look very big that on camera, but it is actually about 3 foot square. And we have got this section here as well that once that's cleared out you can grow in that as well. I just needed a piece of slab to go across there. Just haven't done it yet. Let's give them a little bit more water. And then I'm going to put this rocket in because that's on its way out. So I'm going to make a row down there for the rocket. Right. So I've done in there for today. I've repotted, so there should be, well, that one I've left because it's a tiny little bit eaten. And that one I didn't think was ever so good either. So I've left one in each and I've put another 9 in there. I am going to need to do the courgettes, I think. Because in some of them, I do look like I've got 2. It's quite weird that is because everything courgette wise has germinated. Absolutely everything. Every one I put in basically has germinated. Right, these are the Tesco plum tomatoes. They've been chopped down. They've been composted, and I've left a couple to grow on, and a little cluster of them there. So that's what I've done with those, just so that I can keep a few. Everything's had a good drink. Temperature overnight was 8.4, which is why I have put out the cucumber. I am about done for today. I'm just going to weed this bed, and the onions are going to take some, aren't they? It's 2:45. I've probably got another half an hour in me. So, this. Is this section. I just nearly fell over the hose pipe. So, let me see if I can point. So, there is the rocket I've just put in. There is the parsnip. It's definitely parsnip. It's not a very straight line, but it's definitely coming. So, Eton cabbage, rocket, parsnip, more rocket, beetroot. Oh, that's it. Broad beans left over from last year, and spinach. Sweet pea we planted from last year. That's going to have some trellis up. It's going out of focus. That's going to have some trellis up there. So that's that section. I've not done against the fence, as you can see, because there's straw and rabbit poo down there. That one's digging in and turning over. And then this is the onions. That's the pile so far. Not trying to be weed free. I'm just trying to grow a bit of food in between the weeds. So let's see how we get on. Right. See if we can get the desired effect. So this is now going to be a path. And those weeds are just there to hold it down until I can either get some bark or something. I'm going home now anyway, so that's that area. Quite a big area. Yeah, so onions are doing brilliant, but they were competing with weeds. So we'll do that area when we start painting fencing and stuff like that, and give it a real good tidy up. This area's been done. There's a little bit of room in there, so I think I might chuck some more lettuce in. I've just give some more away to my neighbours. There's too many weeds in there, so I have decided I am going to lift that off and do something with them. So that's another day though. Put some more lettuce in there. It's a bit droopy and it's a bit it'll either make it or it won't. Celery's looking good. Got one more row there for tomatoes, and there's room in there because I've put the spring onions in just there. Sweet William ranunculus. This bed still works in progress. Asparagus in there, not to be touched. The potatoes are getting eaten by slugs. The green beans are down there. Not sure if you can actually see them sprutting, but they are all saved seed. I don't see anything on the actual purchased seed. I've got that's the money maker. probably starting to flower now, so I will give it a drink. We've put the poppy and the walnut in down there. Once the poppy's finished and done its thing and died back, I call it pot marigold, French marigold, and nasturtiums are. I've moved all the canes out of these baths. The canes were there to stop the cats using it as a cat litter, and I've moved them over there just to stop the birds, really. That's it. I think that's it for today. I did everything that was on my list. Carrots looking good. I've got some better mesh, but I'll leave that one on until they're up to the top, and then when that one comes off I'll have to put stakes in and higher it up and put a finer one on. This one I'm not so sure about whether to put that cauliflower in it or not. Maybe just a couple of them, or do I just use it for bush tomatoes? Might just use it for bush tomatoes. I get most of the bush tomatoes in there. So weeding wise, we're kind of done up until that bed there. So from the gate down to this bed here, we're done. But what I do need to do is lift all the path, the wooden path, because it's broken in a lot of places. Get the weeds up and replace it with the concrete slab that I've got all the way around the allotment. The concrete slab's been kind of used this year for keeping the weed suppressant and stuff down, but now we're at a time where we need to start weeding all this. So now the wood comes up, you can see the weeds are quite bad down this section. I think this is looking good for April. Let's see if we can do it. Flirt round.